This quote by Henry David Thoreau: "The mass of men lead lives of quiet desperation. What is called resignation is confirmed desperation." All right, pretty sour pill, huh? But it rings true. Don't you sense that is true? The mass
Absolutely.
of men lead lives of quiet desperation. And that's why we seek. That's what we're seeking. And I'll just sum it up and say it, and then we can talk all about it if you want, however much you want to talk about it.
Yeah.
We are talking about spirituality. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. It's not the other way around. We're not humans trying to get a spiritual experience. We are spiritual beings, and we're having a human experience. All right?
Definitely.
Now, in describing this and trying to explain it, they're of two different natures. There's a spiritual and the physical, and they don't meet. So it's like trying to catch a beam of light in a butterfly net. You can't do it. They are of different natures. And that's where the conflict and the struggle occur, because we sit down, and I'm talking about me, Liam. I got to figure this out. How do I get rich? I got to have money. That was my solution. Others is I got to have fame. Okay, I got to have fame. I got to have fortune. I got to have friends. Whatever it is, I got to have a family. I got to have a house, whatever it is to each individual. But with me, it was, I got to have money. Now, I used to give big seminars, like 600 people. And I would start out and say, all right, let me kind of get a handle on who you are and where you're at. I said, I'm going to give you two choices. Would you rather be happy, or would you rather be rich? And 97% of them, I want to be rich.
Really?
I'd say, well, why do you want to be rich? Well, so I'll be happy.
Yeah.
I said, but I just told you, you can go straight to happy. No, I want to be rich. Then I will be happy. And then I say, well, do you read People magazine? That's like lifestyles of the rich and miserable.
Yeah.
Those people are rich, they're famous, and they're miserable. And they're finding their next soulmate of the week, So
exactly.
that's the human condition, Liam. We think we can figure this out. I'm going to sit down and I'm going to figure this out. Well, I'm not going to figure it out. This took me a long time to see this, by the way. I'm not going to figure it out, because if I could figure it out, I would have been doing it already. It's not in my brain, which would make me capable of figuring it out. It's not in my brain. The answer's not there.
Yeah.
So where do I get it? I get it from without. Okay, now I'm going to say God, but in AA, people say higher power, whatever their understanding of a higher power. But I don't care who you are. I don't care if you call yourself an atheist, an agnostic. I don't care. You have to know that there is an underlying force to this universe. That's indisputable. There is an underlying intelligence and force, non-physical, that underlies everything in this universe.